life can knock you on your ass. It's unavoidable, and typically it's going to happen when you least expect it. I didn't know how strong I was, how capable I could be, until life gave me the chance to prove it. You see, my husband lost his job during the recession, and then I lost mine shortly thereafter in 2007. We had a 2- and a 4-year-old to take care of, and now neither one of us had a job. I never remember him and me coming together and having a pity party. But what I do remember is what felt like us coming together with a strategic planning meeting where we both decided that we were going to go to college at 27 years old with a 2- and a 4-year-old to start over. My husband had been an electrician apprentice for Ford Motor Company and now was headed to the University of Cincinnati to be an electrical engineer. That is a 5-year degree that he finished in 4, and he will never tell you out of modesty that he graduated top of his class. I was a medical assistant at a local doctor's office. It had been a job I absolutely loved, but now was headed to the Christ College of Nursing to be a registered nurse. That time of my life is a complete blur, running on survival mode with one goal: graduate by 2010 and get a job. There wasn't any more time to stop and smell the roses. You know, like lazy afternoons, or taking my girls to the park, reading a good book, or spending maybe extra time on a family meal. All that felt gone, and now everything in my life became a task on a to-do list that I needed to cross off. Valentine's Day cards, check. Dipping the Easter eggs, check. Halloween, Christmas, birthdays, check. Groceries, laundry, and potty training a 2-year-old, check. And then let's not forget school. Research papers, memorizing disease processes, clinical hours, check, check, and check. Failing a test, a class, that was not an option. And taking a break in the summer, that did not even happen. One goal, and that's to graduate by 2010 and get a job. However, graduating nursing school, especially in Ohio, in 2010 could not have been a worse time. There was something called a bottleneck. There was way more nursing graduates than there were nursing jobs. We had lived near Cincinnati, and my husband found a job in Dayton. And so every morning I would get up and sit behind the computer, and I would submit resume after resume after resume. And I would never hear anything back. I started to feel the pressure. I started feeling like I wasn't holding up to my end of the deal. You know, I knew I was way better in person than I was on paper. So I had an idea. An idea that most people thought was crazy. I was going to go volunteer at the local hospital in Dayton that I wanted to work for. So they would say, "So you just graduated nursing school and now you're going to go work for free?" And I would say yes. So on my very first day of volunteering, I had a lady approach me, and she had the same type of question. She said, "So you are a registered nurse and you're volunteering in my emergency department to pass out warm blankets? Why?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I have a plan. I'm going to go up to everybody I meet and I'm going to say, 'Hello, my name is Nicole. I'm a new grad registered nurse. I'm looking for a job, and if you have one, please let me know.'" She said, "Wow, you just told the right person." I go to lunch with the nurse recruiter every Monday. And I had a job a week later. Check. So me and my family, we packed up all our belongings and we moved to Dayton, Ohio. in the middle of a winter snowstorm. And we had decided that my girls were going to start school right after winter break. But between Christmas, relocating, and starting a new career, it's an understatement to say I was a hot mess. I was not organized, and I am typically a very organized person. Sat them at the kitchen table, and I made them a bowl of cereal to give me time to run frantically all through the house, digging through half-unpacked boxes or trying to figure out where I actually packed or unpacked things. And as I'm running around looking for the missing sock and the missing shoe and the shirt, I find my daughter following me around the house, holding her bowl of cereal, she's 5, watching me run around. And while I had my head buried very deep inside a box and I'm throwing things out looking for her missing shoe, she says to me very simply, "Mom, what is life made of?" Okay, how do you answer a question like that at a time like this? But I had another idea. So she had spent time with her aunt while we moved, and she had been pregnant. So I said, "Taylor, you know how your Aunt T is pregnant? Yes? Well, when she has that baby, that's how life is made." I was pretty proud of myself. I'm going to say mom win, check. That was until I seen her face go white as a ghost, and I heard the clink of the spoon hit the bowl, and she walked to the trash can looking absolutely disgusted. She threw the cereal in the trash. She looked at me, my 5-year-old pointed at me, and she said, "I will never eat life cereal again." What kind of life? That life is made out of wheat. But later that day, I got on the bus and I had time to myself, and I had a good laugh. I started thinking about her question. What was my life made of? Because life can knock you on your ass. Life had knocked me on the ass. But I was on the other side of it. And what I was learning was I didn't know how strong I was. I didn't know I was capable of all these things. And more importantly, I didn't know that I could be that creative to get through the things I got through. So what I learned was that life wasn't about checking those things off my list. It should be about an adventure. And now that I've been through all that, I know I can do anything I set my mind to. And that includes signing up for a 4-week storytelling class so that I can stand in front of all of you and tell you about it.